All right, so basically, whenever you get older, if you get married, you might get divorced. And divorce does sound like one of the worst things that can happen. And if that ever does happen to me, the only thing I'll have is music to make me not want to kill myself. So Tame Impala would probably be the artist that I would listen to most. Wow, I look like I'm in heaven right now. This is what would happen if I did do that. Tame Impala makes the kind of music that you just got to think to, and reevaluate your life. You probably got with like a girl you knew wasn't gonna work out, but she was hot enough for it. You ignored all the red flags, like when you met her, you knew she was really into anime, and you weren't, but you let it slide because she was bad enough. I can't see, bro. The lighting is kind of fried right now. I feel like how people say Kid Cudi saved their lives, which I get. Not that he didn't save my life, but he definitely has the kind of music that is there whenever I feel down or sad. And it's just like I can nap to his music. There's some artists where you can just close your eyes and just chill. And sometimes it's super soothing. Like I know Pete Davidson's he's like the best artist in the world. But he didn't save my life, but he definitely made it better. It was there whenever I was feeling sad. But I feel like Tame Impala is gonna come in more clutch whenever I'm like older and I got nothing else going on. Like if you feel sad, besides listening to Kid Cudi, you just put on, like if you want to think about your decisions that you made that were wrong, that you're like, damn, how did I get here? What am I doing? You'll be like 35, working a job you don't like with a family that you kind of might hate, which sounds horrible. Challenger driver. But you'll be in that situation at dinner where you're getting yelled at for something that you didn't even try to do, where you're like, what am I even doing with my life? What's going on here? So what you got to do is politely excuse yourself from the dinner table, put on headphones, play Currents by Tame Impala, and go outside for a walk. It's probably dark outside, which is even better. Let It Happen should already alleviate all your problems. But then you got the rest of the album. So that's more of like you got to go out and think about your decisions. And then if you want to feel happy, then you can play like the Slow Rush, which is more like optimistic, That's good for that. And that's more of like a daytime album if you want to do that. I think, honestly, even though he's not American, Tame Impala is kind of like a national treasure. Terrorists might want to like kidnap him and then like put him in like a dungeon or a basement and like force him to make music. Kind of like in Iron Man 1 where they like kidnapped Tony Stark and like, you got to make weapons for us now. They might do that to Kevin Parker, be like, all right, every day we need a new riff. He's like, no, it takes time. I don't do my best work under pressure. That's why it takes me 5 years to come out with an album. Like, we don't care. You got to do it. We're paying, we got, people that need it. My kid likes your music, so I need more of it. If I don't hear something like as good as your regular work, we're gonna make you listen to, I don't know, what's bad. Insert bad music here. But he's like, no, well, can I at least work with like Dua Lipa and Travis Scott? Like, okay, fine. We'll let you make a song on Astroworld. What's an Astroworld? Shut up. Make beats. And then they force him to make songs with Dua Lipa. Like, all right, we need another hit for Dua Lipa. You're gonna produce her album. What? I don't even like it. It's wet in there. It's like kind of cold, so he's like uncomfortable while he's like playing on the MIDI keyboard or whatever. He's playing his guitar with wet socks on. Guess for some reason they don't give him shoes. There's just like some guy in the corner just watching. He's not even like helping or anything. He's just sitting there. Just says yes or no, or like, that sucks every now and then. He's like a voice in his head, but he's like actually there. I'm surprised no one's kidnapped him yet because he makes like the best music right now. Maybe like a record label would like kidnap him and like force him to make music and then not tell anybody. That's probably why that's where he is right now, actually. What, Slow Rush came out, it'll be 5 years. Oh, we still haven't heard. I guess he has you know, he did work on the Dua Lipa album. I've been talking about torture too much. It's kind of weird. I don't like it. Torture bad. Ooh, bad. Those are like my least favorite scenes in movies. Like in Casino Royale. Like every dude that watches that like feels it. If it wasn't probably like how bad can that hurt though? Just like a little tap of the rope, you know, and he's already like, no, it hurts. I feel like the only way to get out of that alive is to like be a masochist, which he kind of like, he starts laughing at the end, you know, he's like, oh, you're gonna die knowing you touch another man's balls. That's a pretty crazy way to go though. Also, like, how gay do you have to be to like strip a man, cut a hole in the chair, sit him down, and start playing with his testicles? Come on, bro, the money's not worth it, bro. You're not beating the allegations. Like, what would you do if, like, you know, he ended up like, he did, like, James Bond gave him the code or whatever. I don't remember, it was like a safe or something. He wanted, like, the guy wanted a bunch of money. He gave him the code and then he killed him. And then someone like found out somehow and they're like, yo, did you torture a guy while he's naked for money, bro? Dude, that's not cool, bro. That's mad weird, bro. Honestly, we don't want to work with you anymore. And then they like rob him, but they don't strip him because that would be hypocritical. But they take his money and they like, he's actually the guy in the corner while Kevin Parker's making music. Because you don't know what I've been through, man. You don't know what I've done. Keep making them beats, or like they're gonna have me do things to you that like neither of us want to happen. I don't know what that what? But yeah, I mean, basically Tame Impala is gonna save my life, you know? That's how you recover. If I was James Bond and my balls got touched by a rope by some like European guy, I think I like, you know, music might fix me. I can fix him, says Tame Impala. Basically, I like his music, you know, it's good. I don't know what to tell you. Let It Happen, one of the best songs ever made. Fight me about it. You wouldn't, because you know I'm right. So it's a long song, but it fits, you know, the album, and it's well paced. It's long like the rope he used to hit another man's balls. Moral of the story, you are what you eat. So, yeah.